Hello and welcome back to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, where last time we played through the Shell Cup on 150cc, and today we'll be playing through the Banana Cup on 150cc, and we're going to be using Larry. We unlocked a new car, last time was what we unlocked. We unlocked the Blue Falcon, which seems to fit Larry's hair color pretty nicely, so we'll use that today, along with the we'll use the GLA tires, even though you can't really see the tires in this car, so it doesn't really matter. Along with the, well, I think we kind of got sidetracked, so let's try to get us back on track. We'll use the parachute this time. Here are the stats, and once again, we're going to make sure that smart steering and auto acceleration are indeed disabled. And so, without further ado, let's dive into the Banana Cup on 150cc. Let's do this. So I didn't intend to bring this up today, but I just literally, as I pushed the start recording button, I just got a comment, so I feel obligated to draw attention to this. Oh, mushroom, okay, mushroom out of the gate. I will not turn that down. Okay, expected a bit more of an hour drift there than I actually got. Okay, tried to save myself. See, the first time I wanted more of an outward drift, the second time I didn't want an outward drift, and that's what I got, so I just got screwed over both times. Anyway, so I just got a comment literally as I pushed the record button on the Elgato game capture device or software, and the comment is on my ranking every Ace Attorney case video, which is now horribly outdated because at the time I genuinely did not think I would ever play Investigations 2 or the Greatest Attorney Duology, only to find out that both those things got localized. Sorry, no, the former did not get localized. The latter did, but I did end up playing the fan translation of the former. So, you know, it's whatever. I'm honestly surprised at how well that video did. Like, that's one of my all-time most popular videos, which is insane to think about. I don't know. That's probably honestly one of my least, like, the videos that I put the least amount of effort into. Because, like, with something like Danganronpa 3, some of those videos required 24-hour periods, non-stop 24-hour periods of editing to get them out on time. Whereas, with the ranking every Ace Attorney case video, that was the thing that got delayed initially because the power went out and the internet went out, so I wasn't able to actually get it recorded or edited. Actually, I think it might have just been the internet, so I couldn't upload it. Yeah, I think it might be. I think it might have been that I had it recorded, but that I didn't. I don't know, it was something like that. But basically, I was delayed in getting it out, and the actual process of recording it was literally, I sat in front of my computer, I pushed the start recording button on OBS, and I talked with no fancy editing or anything like that. I just talked for like an hour and a half about Ace Attorney cases and whether they're good or bad. I did that for an hour and a half, and that somehow that led to a lot of people really enjoying the video, and I got a lot of traction on YouTube for some reason. But so, and that's the context of what video this is about. So now that I've actually, you know, spent an inordinate amount of time explaining to you what video the comment was made on, I was going to follow up that sentence by saying, now I'll tell you what the comment said. But because we're about one turn away from the end of, or I guess maybe two turns, with this being turn 1 and then this upcoming little bank right here being turn 2 for the end of the race, I figured I'll wait till the next race to actually properly explain what this comment is. But I just feel like it's worth pointing out. So we'll see what the comment's all about next race. Okay, so I just checked my community post history to remind myself of what actually happened before I get into the comment, which I promise I'll do in a second. I just want to remember what I said last time. So what happened was I woke up late in my attempt to actually record the video. So like I planned on recording it earlier in the morning, but I woke up later than I wanted to, so I had to rush to get it out. So I recorded it quickly, and then I set it to render as quickly as I could. But then my internet went out, and so even though I had finished recording it in time, I wasn't able to get uploaded in time. So that's why I was delayed. Anyway. Now let's talk about the comment that I just got. I just got a comment on the video saying, "This makes me cry respectfully." And the profile picture is... it's of Miyu from Danganronpa V3, which because there's no elaboration in the comment whatsoever. It's literally just the comment saying, "This makes me cry respectfully," which I can only assume to be because of Apollo Justice Ace Attorney, because I'm pretty positive throughout that entire video. I praise the original trilogy, except for Lost Turnabout and Turnabout Big Top. I praise Dual Destinies. I praise Spirit of Justice. I praise Investigations to some extent. I mean, I don't say it's a stellar game, but I still say, yeah, it's a fun ride. So I'm pretty positive throughout most of that video, except for, of course, the section where I talk about Apollo Justice Ace Attorney. And the thing is, I made a concerted effort when I made that ranking video to not be overly, like, I didn't want to go on a super lengthy, hateful rant, because I had already ranted about Apollo Justice enough in my life, so I wanted to quickly go, like, okay, you all know this game's crap, let me quickly run through the bullet points of why this game is crap, and then we'll move on with my life. So I didn't want to spend an overly long amount of time, but I still get a lot of comments to this day on that video, talking about how Apollo Justice is such a masterpiece, and one day no, next race. So before I go any further, I guess I should just quickly say, in case you're wondering why I find it humorous that the comment itself, why I find the comment humorous, it's mainly just because the profile picture is of Miyu from Danganronpa V3, which I can only assume to mean that the person who made the comment is under the impression that Danganronpa V3 is of any kind of quality whatsoever, which I just find hilarious, especially considering the fact that the reason why this person said this makes me cry is probably because of Apollo Justice, because that's the thing that I was mainly critical of in the video itself. So it's just a funny thing to think about, because there's a bit of a there's some commonalities between those two games in terms of how crap they are. But anyway, so I mentioned that I keep getting a lot of comments from people saying, excuse me, voice crack, about how much of a masterpiece Apollo Justice is and how it's so great and it's exactly what the series needed and and yada yada yada. I've heard it all. At this point, I am so familiar with Apollo Justice Ace Attorney defenders and the counter arguments they try to make to try to defend this game, that at this point it's almost like a mathematical equation, to the point where it's like, if defender says this, then you say this, and it's literally like plugging and chugging an algebraic equation. It's like I know the counters to this game back and forth like the back of my hand at this point, because I've been over so many of them with so many different people and so many paragraph lengthy comment sections that I'm just so sick of having. So because I am so unintentionally well versed in this game and its counters and its criticisms, one day, and I'm sure you could have deduced this, one day I'm going to make a video covering why Apollo Justice Ace Attorney is one of the worst video games I've ever played. Now, to be fair, because sometimes people ask me, like, hey, do you still hate Apollo Justice as much as you did back when you played it? And the answer is complicated, actually, because the straightforward answer is the game is still, like, as a preface, the game is absolutely still as atrocious as it was when I first played it, like, obviously, because the thing is, the quality of stories doesn't change. Like, good writing will withstand the test of time. Good writing doesn't age. Like, graphics will age. Something that looks good one year will look horrendous next year, due to the fact that technology improves with each passing year, and so visual fidelity is naturally going to age quickly. But a good story will withstand the test of time no matter what. So it's not like a story can magically become worse retroactively. That's not how that works. Actually, I'll just talk about this in the next race. So yes, Apollo Justice Ace Attorney is still just as bad of a video game as it was when I first played it. The story still makes no sense, the characters are still crap, the gameplay gimmicks are still atrocious, there's nothing, the game is not magically, a magic fairy didn't come over the game and sprinkle its little pixie dust to make the game suddenly not crap. As to the question of whether I personally hate it as much as I do, hatred for the game has gone down significantly just because Dual Destinies and Spirit of Justice exist, by which I mean, I don't ever want to play that game again, because I know I would hate playing it because the story makes no sense, and seeing Phoenix and Emma in the destroyed state that they are is physically painful, but, like, I don't, I don't look back with vitriolic hatred as much as I would have previously, because I know that everything that game breaks, every character it assassinates, everything about the world that it tries to destroy, will inevitably be fixed by Dual Destinies and Spirit of Justice. So I don't inherently, like, vitriolically hate the game as much as I used to, but that doesn't mean the game is any worse than it, like, that doesn't mean the game is any better than it was. It's still a crap video game, and one day I will make a video explaining why it's so awful. But you know, people ask me, do you still hate it as much as you used to? I think mainly just because I've played things like Ultra Despair Girls and Danganronpa V3 and just Danganronpa in general, and I've seen, like, wow, I'm so sorry, Apollo Justice. I really thought you were the bottom of the barrel. I thought it couldn't get worse than you, but I was wrong. But just because I've found things that are worse, and because the future entries in the Ace Attorney series have retroactively corrected the things that Apollo Justice broke, doesn't mean that in isolation, Apollo Justice Ace Attorney is any less crap of a game than it always was. But yeah. That's the two things that people, I guess I can add a third one. Well, I mean, like, Danganronpa, the thing is, like, the three things, I guess, that people are going to always try to, that are probably going to be my most controversial things I say are, Danganronpa is crap, Apollo Justice Attorney's crap, and Toy Story 4 is crap. I think I've done an adequate enough job explaining why Danganronpa is crap over the past year, and I don't want to spend any more time explaining it. One day later this year, I will make a video explaining why Toy Story 4 is so crap and how it broke the original trilogy. And I will also eventually make a video breaking down Apollo Justice Ace Attorney and explaining why that game is so god-awful. And it's going to be a comprehensive video, or series. I may have to make it a series, I don't know. But whether it's one video or a series, I will make a video eventually explaining how Apollo Justice Ace Attorney is just so awful. Also, there was absolutely no competition in this race whatsoever. We are in 150cc. But there was no competition in this race whatsoever. Anyway, that's the Banana Cup, so let's give you the results. You've collected 1,100 coins, and so a new vehicle customization option has been unlocked, and we'll see what that is in the next video. But that'll be it for now for this episode. So, thanks for watching, stay tuned for next time, and I hope to catch you all tomorrow for some more Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Goodbye!